Mel Taylor, and a look at your rock news this week. First of all, one's vowing to fight full artistic and financial control of his own music. Nine Inch Nails main man, Mr. Trent Reznor, has kind of flip-flopped on the issue. He signed his new group, How to Destroy Angels, to Columbia Records, which they have a new album coming out next month. And when asked why the change of heart, he said he kind of realized the importance of marketing and the need to have a team of people who are better at it than him. Worldwide, anyhow. Also, to note, in How to Destroy Angels, his wife is in the band, and also Atticus Ross. Now, 3 of the 4 original members of Black Sabbath are back in the recording studio working on an all-new album with Mr. Rick Rubin, who, come on, he's in a lot of music. Metallica, Red Hot Chili Peppers, just to name 2 bands. Sharon Osbourne, their manager, also said that they are definitely down to do a Down Under tour in the spring of 2013. Now, the first installment of Stone Sour's double album was released last week, October 22nd. House of Gold and Bones Part 1 and 2 will be accompanied by a 4-issue comic series written by singer Corey Taylor. He's done all kinds of other things, written his own book and such. He said he's been a die-hard fan of comics all his life. Now, one of my most favorite bands, best one I've heard in a while, is that Rage Against the Machine, is currently in studio secretly working on a new album. Now, if you are a Rage Against the Machine fan, you got to make sure that you mark with 2 big X's November the 27th. They are going to release their 20th anniversary box set, appropriately titled 20, the XX. It's going to feature a bunch of super cool music, including remastered their entire first album. There's also going to be selected live shows from the past 20 years. And like I said, my favorite part of the news is that they're in studio working on a new album. Now, British rock trio Muse was named Best Act in the World this last week at the Q Awards in London. They currently have the number 2 album in the country, and it's been like that for the last, 2 weeks. Other members include Blur, who took home the Best Live Act trophy. The Killers, Mr. Frontman singer Brandon Flowers, was named the Q Idol and King. Love that band. Their Disconnected clip was tapped out as Best Video. Now, Green Day feels bad about canceling their tour while frontman Billy Joe Armstrong is in rehab. So to give you fans a little treat, last week they released video of the last 20 minutes of their recent concerts in New York. The epic show took place September 17th, and it was a week before, Armstrong had that infamous, crazy iHeartRadio Festival meltdown, and featured a 40-song career-spanning set. The 20-minute clip includes some of their big hits like Burnout, An American Idiot, Hitchin' a Ride, She, and When I Come Around. So you can check that out for free. And good news is that Billy Joe is in rehab. He's getting himself some help, and all of his band members are fully behind him. They might have to cancel a few show dates, but as of now, things are still looking straight ahead. I think their tour doesn't start up till the end of November. Now, it's no surprise to hear tickets to the Rolling Stones London show in November sold out in 7 minutes on Friday, angering some fans who were unsuccessful at getting tickets, even though tickets for the November 25th and 29th show at the O2 Arena cost anywhere between $144 and 600 bones. They were snapped up almost immediately. 7 freaking minutes. That forced fans to voice their frustrations online, and of course, just as fast, hundreds of tickets suddenly turned up on eBay with prices as high as $9,800 for a pair. $10,000 to go see Rolling Stones. Now, last, AC/DC's Back in Black has been named the top guitar riff of the 80s by Gibson.com. This has been hundreds of thousands of people across the United States voting. I'd say actually more than U.S., probably worldwide. The entire Black in Black album is quite possibly probably the greatest riff-oriented album of all time, they say, but the single took the title track as the most memorable. Now, coming in at number 2, the Rolling Stones' Start Me Up, followed by Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train, featuring guitarist Randy Rhoads. Now, been a lot of questions about Kings of Leon and what's been going on in the band and how everyone's doing. Well, it appears they're hoping to wrap work up on their next studio album by early 2013. Bassist Jared Followell said in a recent interview, we're in the writing process right now. It's coming along pretty quickly. We're definitely going to get into the studio, but we have no plans of finishing it this year, but definitely early sometime next year. So he said, I think people should expect something from us sooner than later. And that's a look at your rock news this week. You can find me at Mel Taylor at iHeartRadio.com, or you can also go to iHeartRadio.com, keyword Mel.